On June 17, 2025, a missile strike by the Houthis toward Israel sent shock waves across the Middle East. While a ceasefire with the U.S. was in place since May 6th, it didn't cover Israel. For Washington, this was a test of restraint and strategy. The Houthis launched missiles with precision, targeting Israel but avoiding U.S. assets. Each launch chipped away at a fragile truce, signaling a bold provocation. The U.S. watched closely from aircraft carriers and bases across the region, ready but holding back. American fighter jets were armed, fueled, and circling, tracking every movement. Commanders updated readiness protocols, defensive posture, rapid response, and careful monitoring. No shots were fired, but everyone knew the rules had changed. By midday, Israel struck back. Fighter jets targeted Houthi radar sites, launch facilities, and fuel depots deep in western Yemen. These weren't symbolic strikes. They were calculated, strategic, and shared in real time with U.S. forces. The Houthis exploited a loophole in the ceasefire, aiming at Israel while avoiding U.S. targets. It was a provocation meant to test Washington's resolve. For the U.S., restraint became a high-stakes maneuver. One misstep could ignite a larger conflict. Major Alex Green, a U.S. fighter pilot, watched the missiles in real time. Calculating intercepts, tracking Israel's Iron Dome, he felt the weight of restraint. Sometimes not pulling the trigger is harder than firing. June 17th wasn't just another rocket volley. It was a signal, a calculated move on the geopolitical chessboard. The Houthis tested the edge. Israel responded decisively, and the U.S. showed the power of restraint. But the question remains, if the next strike leaves no room to wait, what happens next? This strike wasn't happening in isolation. The Middle East was already tense. U.S. assets deployed from the Mediterranean to the Gulf, Iran watching closely, and regional allies on high alert. Every move could trigger ripple effects across the region. In the end, no U.S. shots were fired, but the message was clear. Restraint doesn't mean weakness. Watching alongside Israel, sharing intelligence in real time, and being ready to strike, these actions spoke louder than missiles. And both allies and adversaries saw it.